from the commercial point of view or from the point of view of the services it provides: sanitation, training and education, and the road system. All this is thanks to the presence of the power plant. The production of balanced foodstuff, as John Kamunga mentioned, is important for the feeding of the dairy cows, whose milk can quickly be processed in the dairy farm that is being created in Njumba. This is an important step, especially in the fight against AIDS, reducing the breastfeeding period for mothers that are HIV positive. Today is Sunday. Most of the village has come to the Mass at the mission, including the many children that attend the school. In the church square, the atmosphere is old. Very little is needed to make education and celebration meaningful. People gather together, even in the small remote corner of the highlands. The people of Nkonda have made a decision today. It is necessary to build a nursery school in addition to the other educational institutions that enrich life in this far-off village of the southern highlands. Beyond Nkonda, the human presence dwindles to the point of disappearing. Lower altitude and climate motivated the English during the colonial period to devote this area to tea harvest. That economy continues to flourish, and the extensions are vast. Harvesting is done by hand because of the tenderest leaves and the buds that have to be picked by hand. CEFA devotes itself to the educational organization of Nkonda, as well as to the children in an area confronted with AIDS, where the percentage of HIV-positive individuals is very high. In spite of the tough reality, this phenomenon is seldom talked about. Education and health are two necessary tools to combat this problem. Elisabetta Urbani from Bologna, a CEFA volunteer on site for 2 years now, is responsible for the project in Nkonda. In a few months, she will end her term here and return to Italy. A tough experience, she says, but an experience that draws on your energies, which help you confront difficulties of various kinds, practical but also personal, such as the involvement in the environment. You discover the capacity to draw on energies and facets of your character that you never thought existed, and that help you at the time. Therefore, it is a wonderful experience of self-discovery. For the Nkonda project, CEFA focuses on the future of the children through the long-distance support of Gianpiero Manfredini. What are the aims of this project? We have already built 2 nursery schools in Nkonda, and the goal is to give assistance that is not just recreational, but also educational at the kindergarten level. We also aim to improve the sanitary and nutritional conditions by carrying out vaccinations and medical checkups and offering a meal to the children. Just like in Matembe, a hydroelectric power station was built at Nkonda that has great potential. It is thus hoped that even this small village can grow and keep its inhabitants tied to their lands. In such dire situation, the bond of brotherly love and solidarity stands out. The relations with the people are immediate. They are dedicated to finding solutions to their problems, quickly if possible. And when one returns to Italy, one's heart and mind stays behind in those mountains. One does not think about what has been done, but what is left to be done. Livingstone Mountain Range, the western frontier of Tanzania, is not far away. Other states, the Great Lakes, Malawi, Tanganyika, Victoria. Kipingiri is one of the last villages on a dead-end street. It is here that a beloved missionary works, whose name is almost legendary, Father Camilio. The secret of Baba Camilio, as he is lovingly called in Swahili, is very simple. We know the mission is not just to preach the gospel, but to bring life in human devotion, which has the same value as the gospel that was preached by Jesus Christ, who did good deeds and then delivered the word of God. Therefore, I try in my small mission to have a personal, humane contribution. Through my work with the school and the orphanage, and through other things that are useful to these people. In areas such as this, AIDS kills many young mothers, which makes milk particularly necessary for the children. Hence, a first-rate cattle shed was built. Dairy cows such as Frisone and Brune Alpine were introduced, and a veterinarian was sent to Italy to specialize in methods for artificial insemination. They call him the Moor, and he has done so much good that they do not want to let him go. With the surplus milk, cheese is made, and Baba Camilio became the champion of advanced zootechnics. From here came the idea of building a dairy factory in the district of Majumba as a means of fighting famine and poverty. This is the commitment of Baba Camilio. The funds for building the dairy factory came from a prize in money given by the Granarolo to the founder of CEFA, Giovanni Bersani, for humanitarian merits. The program is in the starting phase, the president of Granarolo, Luciano Sita, declares optimistically, and he indicates the way to move forward. Try to multiply the instances when milk is consumed, because it is a great food of great value, especially for the children in an area where nutrition problems are extensive. For that reason, the project aims to supply people with this important product in order to enrich the country, the producers, and provide jobs for the population. The Jewel of Kipanieri is the nursery school for small orphans, who after 5 years have to be given either to their parents or to the care of the whole village. The nurses, in order to welcome us, dressed up in their best clothes, shirts from Sampdoria, beautifully sewn here. They bid us farewell with a ritual sign of great respect, shikamo, and with an equally respectful and loving reply, we say marhaba.